Good morning, everyone. And happy Wednesday. It's Wednesday, May 21st, 2025. Got some red ink coming in. Give me a second here. I need to switch some things, so I might lose you. There we go. Should be good now. Got some red ink coming in. Dow futures down 407, NASDAQ down 171, S&P 46, VIX at 19.27, up 6.5%. Most stocks are in the red. Bell's going to ring here shortly. There is the bell. Wednesdays have been a struggle for me lately. So really focused on being real careful today. In terms of my one DTE, I'm going to give it just a sec. Make sure we're not just going to start the day with just a huge flush or a huge bounce. Morning, JG. Morning, Bosch. All right, I'm going to look at entering a one DTE here. Filled at 8:30. All right. Got that done. Enter in my OCO order quick. I got that taken care of. Let's see. Meta pushing up. Amazon, Apple coming down, Netflix up, Nvidia up. No. PLTR up. See, in terms of news today, I haven't looked at that. Yeah, nothing really. Looking for some big volume bars here. Not much movement from the S&P yet. Baidu and Baba got growing volume bars. I think Baidu had earnings yesterday. No, today, before market open. Yeah, it's up. Baidu up 5.25%. NASDAQ has come up a little bit. NASDAQ definitely the strongest of the two. Meta through highs of day, pushing. Baidu's going to get a big volume bar to the upside. Usually don't trade stocks on their earnings day. Keep an eye on it though. BABA as well. BABA's pretty tight range though. It's moving it by a tenth of a point. Coinbase pushing up. Baidu taking a pause. Meta really pushing up. SMCI pushing up. Baidu coming back down if you want to jump in there. I just don't really trade much on a day of earnings. So I'm going to pass on it. SMCI through highs of day. Coinbase may be getting a big volume bar. Meta's either going to have a mighty 90 or a upside volume runner, one of the two. Looking like it's going to be a mighty 90 short. But let's let this bar get close to finishing. 2 days to expiration option chain today. But you can see here it's got real good volume pop pushing up. I would trade the 640 puts. 640 puts in Meta. Come on, push up. Filled at 710. So I went ahead and jumped in as this bar is finishing. I would close half at 780. Really, really good looking mighty 90 in terms of volume. You can really see this volume pop separation there if you're somebody that's new or somebody that's learning. If it pushes up one more time, I'll consider adding to it. I like the position size in order to add. I could also see it holding right above yesterday's high and becoming an upside continuation runner too. That's my only hesitancy. I may not add because of this line here, yesterday's high. We'll see. I mean, if the markets start getting strong and then it's just holding above here, I would expect it to continue higher. I'd love to get out of half of it here, this first bar. Hood pushing up. One DTE is getting a little bit of, it's up 9% already. That's good. Better than normal. Or I say normal, better than the last few days. VIX coming down. Goog pushing up. Goog had a little bit of a mighty 90. It didn't have as good a volume pop as Meta, but still a mighty 90. Yep, Meta just popped. So, yeah, I probably won't add to it. I'll just keep my position smaller just because it is one of the strongest stocks and it's hanging out above yesterday's high. Otherwise, this could be an opportunity to add to your position if you position size appropriately. Well, Meta's a mighty 90 short, but if you heard me mention this blue yesterday's high, it was hanging out above it. So I mentioned it looks like it could turn into a upside continuation run or two. But this is a mighty 90 setup where I got in. But that's why I'm not going to add to it right now. If this blue line was not here, which was yesterday's high, then I would probably add to it. NASDAQ breaking out a bit, straight up. So I'm looking for 2 consecutive red bars out of Meta. Looks like things are getting strong. No red out of the S&P or NASDAQ since the open. Goog straight up. And the VIX straight down. Baba through lows of day. Getting strong. Netflix. Oh, look at Netflix had a mighty 90. Look at that. And it's coming down. So good example of a mighty 90 short in Netflix. It pushed right up to highs of day, touched it, and now has just come all the way back down. Had a nice volume pop. Yeah, so on a situation where it's a mighty 90 short like this, Jonathan, you want to try to get in when you see the volume like this. Okay, that's your first indicator that it's a mighty 90 short. So you would want to get in when it's up at highs. If it has already pulled back like this, if it's already pulled back, then I wouldn't get in. It's just not a good entry. So I'm not sure, if it, you know, timing is a lot of, is everything when you're getting in these mighty 90s. Like on this one, I got in when price was, it wasn't at the very top, but the bar was ending and it was pretty high. So I went ahead and jumped in. Well, the price candle, you want it to be, if you're short like Netflix, like you want to get in at the peak of the push, so that if it starts pulling back, which is what you want in a mighty 90 short, you're going to start profiting from it. Man, Baba flushing. So Baba kind of has a mighty 90 long, and it is pushed all the way down. So that would be a good entry right now with Baba. It's just a tight range is the only thing. All right. It'd be nice if we could see some back and forth today, not just one direction. Abosh, would this count as one big push? Well, I mean, we've only gone one direction. It's still going, so. I wouldn't be close to entering a TLC trade at the moment. It's gone one direction since the open so far. And who knows when it's going to stop. So we got one red bar out of Meta. It's hanging out close to where I entered. Nice if we could get one more red bar out of it. So if it comes down and kind of goes below yesterday's high, but it pops back up, and I'll close out my mighty 90 and potentially get long. Just kind of depends how far it, if it holds above it, or if it flushes through it, then I wouldn't get in it long. Coinbase pushing up. So I'll probably exit Meta here. It's given a second red bar now. It's got about 2 minutes left. So our mighty 90 rules: 2 consecutive bars in your direction that you want, and in this case, short is your exit. I'm going to go ahead and exit. Filled at 740. So just a small profit. Now, if it holds above that blue yesterday's high, make it long. I'm going to see how this bar finishes. It's got a minute left. I may enter towards the end of this bar, depending. See how it's not really wanting to flush through yesterday's high. I'm going to get long on Meta now on the 640 calls. Filled at 745. So this would be an upside continuation runner. So my line in the sand is this blue line, yesterday's high. So if it flushes through that, I'm out. I'll close half at 820. Man, it's almost there. Yeah, good point, Abosh. That really is a textbook mighty 90. Now here's the thing about that mighty 90. Think if I would have added to Meta up here. If I'd have added to it, then I would have had even. I would, it was a small winner. It would have been a much better winner if I'd have added to it. Now it's coming down though, so yeah, I want it to hold right there. I don't want it to go any lower. Goog, wow. Goog pushing through highs of day. Goog really firing up. Oh, what was that? Must have been some bond action, maybe. Wow, that was pretty wild. That was a heck of a spike, price spike. Meta not surprised I didn't get hit there on that little push up there. Anybody get filled in Meta on their profit target? Kind of spiked up to 642. It was really fast. Netflix through highs of, or coming up to highs of day anyway. Goog with a big volume bar to the upside. Netflix highs of day, new all-time highs, it looks like. Goog, if it pulls back to yesterday's high, I would be considered entering on that volume runner. Okay, I was wondering if somebody hit 820 on the. Yeah, mine didn't fill. Donna, that's how you say it. I wondered about that. Had that spike up. Baba and Baidu. It's a good reason why I don't get into, Baidu had a upside volume runner, but it also had earnings, so. Filled at 820. There we go. So finally pushed up there. Meta did for me. I'll close some more at $9. Big push up in Tesla. See how the 1 DTE is doing. 1 DTE is up 13%. Okay, not bad. Good pulling back a bit. I'm watching to see if it's going to come back to yesterday's high. I want to see Goog come down a bit more. AMD coming down, NVIDIA coming down a bit. Whoa, Tesla. Interesting push up in Tesla there. Not much of a pullback in Goog. Apple through highs of day. Amazon kind of struggling. Technically, this would be a mighty 90 in Tesla. Yeah, I just had my first Elmo hit. That was nice. Goog still holding. Good things coming down a little bit now. Meta holding, so I like that. I just hit profit target there, a Bosch on my Elmo. Yeah, almost our 50% stop. I mean, yeah, they typically will get stopped before a TLC. Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, almost have a 50% stop. So Meta coming down to yesterday's high. If it doesn't hold there, I'll be bailing on it. Goog holding up. I think I might get long Goog here. On the 172.5 calls. Filled at $1.20. See Apple pushing through highs today. I'll put Goog on this screen. So Goog was in this big volume bar. It's got this pullback. Line in the sand would be yesterday's high, or it could be for a volume runner where this price push started. Definitely get a better fill than I got. I thought I was getting a decent fill. So in terms of TLC, I mean, we've kind of had a push up, but it's pretty choppy, really, if you look at the S&P. I mean, it's not a huge push up, so. But again, we haven't really seen that the last few days, trading days. It's been pretty choppy out of the gates. Yeah, it's too bad I didn't get a better fill in Goog here. PLTR came down through lows of day. I guess it had a little mighty 90 long. Didn't notice that. One DTE up 20%. Oh, yeah. Kaboomy. I close half my Goog at $1.35. See, this is where I differ from Steve in terms of like patience when it comes to the day trading, how he can do that all day long. Like Meta has been holding above yesterday's high, and so I would not be surprised to see it push through highs of day at some point today. But it's like, how long is it going to take? Is it going to chop like this for another hour, 2 hours? Who knows? So I usually get impatient or want to move on to TLC and just close it, and then he benefits from a rip up. Apple? No, I'm not an Apple. I got 2 contracts of Meta left, and I'm in Goog. All right, Goog trying to push up. I'm gonna lower that to $1.32 to close half my Goog. Yeah, it's too bad I didn't get a little better fill on it. I'd be out of 10% if I'd have got a better fill. Yeah, now Goog coming down. I was kind of hoping it would push up right there. Still got an order at $9 to get out of another meta. And the way price action's going, it's probably getting close to time to enter a TLC trade. I mean, the only thing that would prevent me is if I see that price is going to rip up through highs of day. I would then want to wait a little bit, maybe. Just they're having trouble with an extension right now, so still look like they want to go higher though. Netflix went up to highs of day. So I think I'm going to jump off and start focusing on TLC in terms of these two trades. I mean, my line in the sand is going to be yesterday's high for both of them. So as long as they stay above it, I'll just keep them open and then just scale out every 10%. I only got 2 contracts of Meta, so I mean, that could, if it can get a push through highs of day, I probably would be out of both those. Goog, I'm in a lot more contracts in Goog just because it had a lower entry price. But yeah, if they break down through yesterday's high, I'll close. Otherwise, I'll scale out. Hoping that they can rip up, and I'll post in the day trades channel when I'm out of everything. So I will see everybody during Power Hour. Peace.